Well, all right, and here we go from Costa Rica. I'm going to do this podcast. Oh, it's just so hot here. Every single week. This is the hot sheets for March 2nd, 2026. And I have said, and I know I'm on the record of saying we're in a normal market. And a normal market is balanced. Sometimes it gets a little in favor of buyers, sometimes a little in favor of sellers. I got to tell you, it's moving quicker than I thought. But it's moving in the direction I knew and that I told you about. I think sellers need to start thinking about standing pat. As long as you have 3 great pictures, 3 good sentences, and you can get past the 3-second test when somebody walks into your home and they fall in love with it, you're going to find a buyer. And the evidence is clear. I've been telling you all, I watch unit volume sold on 30A. That's all I watch. I watch the median price point to see where people want to be transacting. Are they buying more expensive homes on average or less expensive homes? Where is the middle point? That's very volatile, but very indicative. Can be a leading indicator too. And I did an economic study on that and posted it on Substack, and I have that below here in the description. There are leading indicators that statistically you can look at that tell you where prices are going, and that's what I do. We're data driven because data matters. We have determined that transactions take place where the data says they should, for the most part. There are always those markets that are a little bit, well, different. Like, for example, the beachfront market in Alys Beach. Look at this new listing here. $32 million. Beachfront in Alys Beach. And you know what? Somebody's going to look at that thing. Somebody's going to offer for it. And there's no telling what kind of number they're going to get to. There's a $31 million offering on the beachfront in Alys Beach. And I can tell you right now, that thing might already be under contract. It's amazing what's happening here. But look at the unit sales. I have been telling you that unit volume consistently higher for months in a row is an indicative indicator of price movement in future months. It's set. And if you go with the data, behavioral economics suggests data is more predictive than a finger in the air. We go with data, but we know how to position homes. We're not automatons. We know when you walk in that home, like I said, you got 3 seconds of feeling. And if they fall in love with it, the price will make sense. We help people do that all the time. 81 homes are under contract presently to close in March. I'm happy to say 3 of them are with the Jabbour Luxury Group. Wow. Compared to 66 last year. The volume trend is getting clear. We are surpassing 2019 volume levels. 2019 was a fair market, good market. Everybody was having good conversations. Transactions were happening at about 96 to 98% of list price. Original list price almost in most cases. And it's starting to happen again. So if something's listed at $4 million and you offer $3 million, don't be surprised if you don't get it. Because sellers are starting to get smart. And I said so some time ago in the public record that sellers are going to begin to start standing pat because they're going to start to sense that the market is shifting slightly in their favor. They were a little behind the curve, and they should have made the shift a little bit ago, but they are clearly making it now. Clearly making it now. A friend of mine this morning in the Sotheby's morning meeting that we have on Tuesdays, where our agents show up because they want to be in this business. We don't have to be there. We want to be there. But one of our real estate professionals, and a good one at that, made a comment that I've been making to you guys in the hot sheets and in other market analyses for quite some time. Inventory's falling. WaterColor inventory is now down to below 30 detached single-family homes for sale. Wow. The normal level of market in 2017, 2018, 2019 that we all thought was fine was 50, 55 homes. We briefly saw that, as you can see here, in 2024 and again slightly in 2025. And now here we are at 31 homes as we closed February. and now 26, 27, 28 homes as we're entering quickly into March. That is not a buyer's market by any measure, and sellers are aware of that. Great homes are going to come to the market. WaterColor is a good benchmark community. A lot of liquidity there, and it's transactionally, consistent. You can get a good read from WaterColor. Seaside had a notable home go under contract, 2110 East County Highway 30A, south of 30A. Here are your pending homes. Check it out. Some good ones. Well, here's what closed. Check this out. This market is beginning to move again like something very familiar to me. But since 2015, I've never seen the market any different than I see it now. As I said, I hate to say it, normal. Standard behavior, good conversations, reasonable pricing taking place. Nothing too low, nothing too high. The market is beginning to know thyself again. It knows what is fair pricing again, and fair pricing is good. Still retaining, as I said a few hot sheets ago, most of the gains are going to stay. Most of the gains of the inflation COVID era are going to stay. I also don't expect bread to be 50 cents a loaf again. You cannot build sandcastles on the beach with your grandbabies on a pile of Bitcoin. This is about life. And yes, 30A is not an inexpensive market. It's an emerging wealth market, and emerging wealth is coming to 30A in, I think, regular numbers now. I think the time of being concerned about prices having advanced, interest rates seemingly being high, it has been enough years now and enough time now that people understand this is the market that we have. And if you want to be here, you just have to know the market that it is. If the home has 3 good pictures, 3 good sentences, and the first 3 seconds makes you feel like it's your home, that home's going to get its fair market value. And that right now, according to the data, as you can see, is 96, 97% to list price. We're normal. We're transacting. People are coming here to enjoy their lives. That's the hot sheets for March 2nd, 2026. I hope you don't mind me calling balls and strikes.